Hey, you guys. So today was day five, 5 out of 6 days in the sugar class that I'm taking, or artistic showpiece that I'm taking with Stefan Klein in Belfort, France. So we only have one more day left, and that's tomorrow. But today he told us yesterday that we're going to be doing a flower today that was very difficult. So it's funny because when you first walk in the shop, you see like all of his, not all, but a lot of his sugar showpieces that are like on display in like boxes or like glass like containers to preserve them. And when we sit down for breakfast, I like have to look behind me because like as you go throughout the program and you note and you learn and notice new techniques, when you look at his artwork again, you go, oh my god, see, now I know how he made that. Oh my god, I didn't notice that before. Oh my god, like this and that. So I was looking at the pieces of the that he has on display, and I noticed like this rose made out of sugar. And one of the first things you learn in culinary school is like making a rose out of marzipan. And it can be a little difficult at first if you're not used to like sculpting and molding things in your hands. And I remember my first marzipan rose, god awful. Oh my god! But she said, "Oh my god, it looks good." And I was like, "Oh, you're just saying that, but thank you. 'Cause I need to hear that right now." But I look at the rose and I'm like, oh, and it's like a little small one, like 8 petals, like 3 on the inside, 5 on the outside, like a little small little like bud. And I'm looking at this rose and I'm like, good God, because it looks so real. And I'm like, how do you make the right size like petal? Because once that sugar hardens, that's it. Well, you can like soften it up again, but you're gonna ruin the whole, like, what I'm saying, it's a shiny, then you're gonna ruin the whole like shine of it, really heating it up, whatever. So I was like, how do you know how to get the same exact rose petal leaf every single time? And so I'm thinking, oh my god, we're probably doing this rose we get in today. We get in today, and we're doing like I don't think it's actual like real flower. I think it's one of those like cartoonish kind of flowers. And his technique is so awesome. What he does is he gets a piece of sugar and he like thins it out a little bit. Like he fans it out, like he spreads, like I can't really show you right now, but he kind of like spreads it apart, and then he gets a chopstick and he sharpens it a little bit on the end so it's a little bit thinner, but not like a point. And then he sticks the chopstick through the sugar, and it forms like almost like a raindrop. Not a raindrop, I shouldn't say that, but like how it would look if you were to push like a chopstick through a piece of plastic wrap. Like it makes a little point, Then you cut it, and what we did was we blew like a ball, like a little globe kind of thing, like a little circle. We pointed the end a little bit, and I thought it was an ornament. 'Cause, we're doing a Christmas theme, but I found out that was our base to the flower. So we blew up this ball to point, and we just pointed with our hands, and then each of these points made by the chopstick or petals, and then we glue them on specific places, like all around, so it became like a 3D like going at you flower, and it is beautiful. And every few layers you lighten up your sugar so it fades into another color. It's so pretty. So you know like I said before, like I'm in this class deaf because I don't understand French. So I'm literally doing everything based on what I see. So I think, for only seeing what he's doing and not getting specific, told instructions, I think my flower is beautiful, you know? And at first I started making it, and it was looking really bad at first. And I was like, oh my God, like I hope this changes. Because sometimes in pastries, like you'll make something and it'll look bad in the beginning, like trimming a cake or something like that. It'll look bad in the beginning, and then it just gets better. So I was like, please get better. So I don't have any time to redo this. So I know I'm like, I'm looking around, like, whatever, like while I'm doing my thing. And some people, like everyone's flower looked beautiful. No one had a bad one. Even Kim, who was being really hard on herself, she had a beautiful flower. No one had a bad one. I'm proud of myself. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's flower was beautiful. This is one guy. His name is Michel, something. His flower looked exactly like Chef's, and I was like, if you can like be the same level as Chef, that is awesome. Because this dude has like 30 years of experience. But I met his son today. His son came in. He's 21, and he's MAF on his chef jacket. And he said most most artistic in France, or like the architecture, or something like that. It's a really nice, like, it's like almost having like, MOF on your shirt, but not MOF. MOF is like, way bigger though, but still, but this guy, he's 21 and has amazing talent. Like, I was looking in some of the showpieces he has upstairs, and he said all the ones upstairs from his students, and at a time I thought it was just his, and but those are beautiful. Your students made that. But his actual chocolate shop, I was looking at one of the pieces, and I was like, wow, that's beautiful. At the bottom, it says Paul. I was like, his son made this? His son. What? And I'm hearing that Stefan learned what he did from his father. So it's kind of like a little generation thing. It's really cute. And he got lucky that his son actually liked, like pastries and art and like, the whole, what he does. Because it's different to have like a child that's like, has a complete different field than you, than what if your child doesn't like what you like? It's fine, but like, he's just lucky that it happened to pass through generation. Like they're keeping, and they're all talented. His son naturally has it, I think that's awesome. But what's crazy is that his son is a carbon copy. He looks exactly like him. And I'm like, oh my God, the unibrow, everything. Well, it's not thick, but it's like a little thin unibrow. But I'm like, you guys look exactly the same. And his wife is so beautiful. And they're just so nice, Anyway, so we did the flower. It took us about 5 hours to do that flower. 5 hours. And then after that, we were making bells, like jingle bells, and really cool technique. You just blow it, like you make a ball, and you glue it onto the pump, and you pump it into a ball, and then with like a round tip, you heat up the small part of the tip, and you poke holes through the ball. And then within, like, so you're gonna end up having a hollow like ball with like holes in it, which is what they want. And then you get another piece of sugar, put it on the pump, and put it inside one of the holes, and pump again. So it was like, and it's like you pump it all the way until the outside, till it hits the holes, and that way you get an effect that it's like a ball within a ball, But it looks like, I can't explain it. I just have to show you. So tomorrow when I come home and I'm gonna have my showpiece with me, I'll like take a video and show you guys your showpiece. But only sad thing is I can't bring that home. Like, it's gonna break on the plane. You know what I'm saying? There's no way. I could probably save the penguin because that's pretty thick sugar. I can at least save the head of that penguin. That penguin head has a lot of sugar on it. But everything else, that flower is gonna fall like that. Those petals are very fragile. So that's good. That's gonna break. The jingle balls, or whatever you want to call them, that's gonna break. It's really thin. What else is on there? The pastillage, that's gonna break. Because I was breaking as I was making it. And what else is on there? Yeah. I'm not the centerpiece, a big chunk of sugar, but I'm not gonna bring that home. It's a chunk of sugar. But I'm not going to be able to save anything besides probably the penguin's head. I mean, I'll pack the whole body, but I'll probably end up getting the head when I open up my suitcase. So I'm hoping that if I put it around clothes, it'll absorb the shock of like, moving around and everything. And plus, I can't carry that in my hands. I mean, whatever. So I'm trying to think if I can even bring with me the next day, because after I leave, like tomorrow's Sunday. And Sunday, we probably gonna get out at 9 o'clock. But the next day, on that Monday morning, I leave to go to Paris. And I'm like, can I even bring it on the train with me? Is that even gonna break? Should I even bother bringing it? I should just leave it here? Like, but then again, I don't want to see myself physically break my showpiece. It's one thing for it to break naturally on its own, or like accidents happen. But it's one thing for me to be like, I can't bring this. Like, God, that took me 6 days, 14 hours each to make. And I'm going to sit there and break it. I'm going to cry if I end up breaking that. And this sugar thing is very, very emotional. Like, how many times someone's blowing up like a ball of sugar and it popped and everyone's just like, or like someone dropped one of their balls today, like the jingle ball things or whatever today. And I was like, everyone just stops. Because like sugar takes so long and so much time and just like patience to make, that when that thing breaks, you're mad and you're mad and you're mad. because today I had a really hard time making that second ball of sugar inside my jingle ball. I couldn't seem to pump it without it breaking, or the actual second ball like pumping in and that breaking. So at one point I got two. They don't look perfect. To me, they don't look that good, but it's meant to be put in a showpiece where it looks like it's lacking something. So if I have any holes in my showpiece, I'm gonna have to use it. But I was working on the third one, and I blew like 7 of them up, and all of them broke. But I'm working on the third one. I'm blowing the second ball inside the jingle ball, and I say, you know what, it's gonna stop right here. If I push any more air, it's gonna end up popping, and so I'm just gonna stop. So I stop. I go to put it over the flames. I can remove it off the actual pump. My hands broke it. Whoo, boy, my face was a little mad today. So I got so frustrated. There was just times where I thought I had to just stop and walk away. There was just times I was like, you know what, I can't. Like, this is really getting me annoyed, because it's like it's not doing what I wanted to do. I'm doing what I think I'm supposed to be doing, but if I had instructions, I would do it. But like, it just got so frustrating. I was like, I just need like 20 seconds, at least a minute to myself right now. So I just like walked away, went outside, just like got a little breather. Was like, whatever. Did what I had to do. But I don't know how he sits it for 14 hours straight. I don't know how he does it, because I would drive myself insane. But anyway, this is what we did today. All we did today was that flowers took like 5 hours, and then we did the jingle balls. And then, funny thing is, after the jingle balls, he was like, if you guys want, he was showing us a demo on how to blow a Santa Claus hat. So, to put on top of the penguin's head. And he was like, you guys don't have to do this. But he was like, but it's nice if you want it, you can make it. Same why nobody did it. No one had time for that. We were all sitting there doing those stupid little jingle bells and doing the stupid little flower. I didn't know that people like stopped doing their flower and then start doing jingle bells. Because I was like, and we did ribbons today. I forgot about that. We did ribbons. But that was pretty quick. It wasn't quick. Well, it kind of took some time. I'm not going to lie. But it was a really nice technique. Got it on video. So, no one had time to do a Santa Claus hat. Everyone's doing this freaking flower because people stopped doing the flower and started doing the jingle balls. I didn't know that. I'm sitting there still doing my flower. Everyone's way ahead of me. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be so behind today. And then I got to the jingle balls, got on everyone else's level, and then I don't know, everyone just gets their flower out. And I'm like, I thought you guys were done. What? But I'm glad I didn't have to worry about that, so I can spend more time doing this little ball thing instead of this stupid jingle ball that I couldn't do. And I'm breaking all of them. It was ridiculous. But that was what I did today. I've never, I know these past few days have been really exhausting because I'm not used to working these long hours, but today was the most exhausting day, to the point that I was like, if I don't eat right now, I'm going to pass out. It got really hot because of all the lamps we had in the room. It got really hot because all the open flames we had to glue sugar together. It was hot in that room, and I had no water bottle. He had no cups for water. I'm sitting there I'm going to pass out, and I felt like, oh my God, I'm tired. I felt achy. I was like, I need a break. I can't do this 14 hours straight. It's ridiculous. But got through it. But a little fun fact, today was the third day working with sugar, and I noticed that my hands got used to the heat. My hands didn't hurt as much. My hands knew which parts were very sensitive, which parts to hold. What part of my hand I used to hold the sugar. So this part of my hand, never use your fingertips. Do not use your fingertips to hold sugar, because you have the most sensories right there compared to your actual feet. If anything, use the palm of your hand, or the beginning part of your fingers, because if you use your tips, it's just gonna burn. Your fingertips are very sensitive, but these other parts of your hand have thicker skin, so it won't burn as much. But anyway, au revoir. I'm gonna go. Gotta get some sleep. It's 12 o'clock in the morning, I think, already. Gotta get up at 7. And then, I think I'm gaining weight. All they give us is, croissants and pain chocolat in the morning. I'm tired of eating croissants. I got all that butter and flour I'm eating. Jesus. And then at lunch, we get, either a soup and a salad, and then we get an entree and a small little dessert. That entree is pretty basic. We had fish today with some potatoes, little baby potatoes. Yesterday we had that chicken, I think. I don't remember. Anyway, so I don't know. I feel like I'm gaining weight. I think it's a croissant, because the dinner that I actually eat, I don't eat the whole plate. First of all, I don't eat both the croissant and the pain chocolat. I just eat the croissant. But it's not that. I mean, it's about the size of my hand. Like, I mean, lengthwise, the size of my hand. So like, I don't know. But in my dinner, I don't eat the whole thing because if it's like anything that looks heavy, like it has cream in it, some kind of fat, I try not to eat like sauces. I try to get the sauce off. You know, I'll eat all the vegetables. I'll stay away from the starch stuff like the potatoes we keep having. I'll eat a little bit, but I try not to eat too much because of the freaking croissants, man. Ridiculous. But all I know is I love having my tea twice a day. I'm so happy about that. I love my tea. It's so good today. But anyway, okay. I gotta go. I'm so tired. All right, au revoir, you guys. See you tomorrow, and I will show you guys a showpiece. Sleep good, or